Good evening, all my cool kid, beautiful people. I am in a much better mood, if you can't tell. I dedicated the day to resetting my attitude, and I just figured I'd share with you a couple ideas if you ever need a reset, because this worked for me today. I started by taking off my pissy pants, and when I was in a conference today, virtually, and it's coming along very amazing, and hopefully maybe someday we can do that. At any rate, instead of having my little pouty face that I wanted to have, I volunteered right away and I engaged, and I just have to say that other people were just so amazing, for starters, that I didn't have time to, sit and stew on everything I wanted to be aggravated about, as well as I was so engaged in something different that I didn't have time to be acting like my addict asshole self. So those were some good little tricks. And now I'm actually looking even more forward to tomorrow. It's really hard to, you have an expectation. Like my expectation was I should have been in Florida this week at this conference instead of doing it from my kitchen table. And because of the grand scheme of things, I knew it was very inappropriate, although my feelings are my feelings. And one of my girlfriends was going through this on Facebook too. She had a cruise booked and couldn't go because of COVID. And both of us, we both know that there's so much more pain out there, and the struggle is more real than giving up vacations and conferences than, there's just more important or more, I don't even know the right word, but giving up a vacation is nothing compared to the person who lost their job, or, that's struggling to eat, or that has to deal with the kids at home or whatever. And it's not a comparing problems thing, and we're still entitled to our feelings. I can be disappointed that I'm not in Orlando, but I do have to say that I think the company that I'm doing the conference with is doing a really good job. And as, their leaders serving us, I'm their customer or their person that, they're trying to help. And I think that they're doing the best they can, and they're going above and beyond. And part of why I'm there is so I can learn to be like them, so I can do as good of a job for you, all the things that I'm dreaming up beyond just a podcast. So it was a very fulfilling day. I want to share with you a couple things. I'm going to get my Brave on here. I do have a No Kiddin Facebook group, and one of the things that came out of today is I relabeled it. But if you want to join me, the Facebook page is 321 No Kiddin, and then it has Recovery Playground added to it, because that's part of my mission. Is I think we should be having fun, in different ways than gambling, of course. So that was one of the things I wanted to tell you. And of course, I'm going to draw a blank on the other things. So I'm actually going to hit pause. So they ended the conference today with a very inspirational video. And the context of it is, don't be afraid don't be afraid of change. Don't be afraid of vision. Don't be afraid of going after your dreams, because we only have one life to live, and we have to be present. And it was just really beautiful. And two of the things that I wanted to share with you was, one, the gentleman that was on the video said, most people die at 25, but get buried at 75. And he didn't really explain it, but my interpretation of that is, and I would actually almost think it was a younger age, but I envision like a little kid with all their, I want to grow up to be this and I want to do that. And And I remember for me, I wanted to go, this is going to sound silly, but I wanted to go to the moon for my honeymoon, for example. So I don't know why. It was there, Australia. Australia makes much more sense. But anyway, I don't know if it had something to do with the moon and the moon, but dreaming that big, there wasn't a way to go have a reception or a honeymoon on the moon when I was saying it, but maybe if I had a different path, maybe if I didn't gamble, I could have created a way, to have a vacation spot in the galaxy. So I took away that, like, we're never too old to go after it. And I needed to hear that today. I'm 45 and I believe that I'm in reset. Like, this is chapter 2. And I'd always gone after my dreams on some level, but with the gambling weigh me down, I could probably be in a whole different place. However, I'm exactly where I need to be. And I'm grateful for my gambling career so that we can chat and hopefully I can help you end your gambling career too. And the other thing that he said that I really liked, and I'm probably screwing up the quote, and I don't even know who this man was. He looked like he was wearing a basketball outfit, so he has to be probably somebody famous. But he said, don't take the path to get where you're going. Go your own way. No, I said it wrong. Don't take the trail to get where you're going. Instead, like, go in uncharted territory and leave a path behind you. Or maybe I said it backwards again. Anyway, you get where I'm going. It's okay to be outside of the lines. It's okay to take a new road, even though that's not what everybody else is doing. And I try to do that. I hope I'm doing that by taking away some of the anonymous that comes along with addiction. Again, you guys know I'm pretty passionate about the 12 steps and I'm a believer. I want to get to a world where we don't hang our heads because we're addicts, but we're proud of overcoming. It's just an obstacle, whether it's, we all have them, whether it's dealing with deaths or trauma or sex abuse or, dysfunctional families, whatever that definition is, everybody has something. So it's not that we have to wear it on our, on a poster or anything, but not be embarrassed and be proud of our accomplishments when we overcome things. So who knows, guys? I have 2 more days of conference and these are pretty positive people. The leadership is, they're very faith-based too. Not that they're integrating it into the conference, but I've been studying under them for a while. So it's pretty upbeat and I will do my best to share with you all the cool little things that I learn and acquire over the next couple days. And I want to give a shout out tomorrow morning when you wake up, if you're listening to this real time or as real as you can. We have a special guest. Her name is Dina, and she's going to be talking about finances. She's got a neat story, and she's just going to give us some guidance. It's not like hold her to it guidance, but it's definitely her arena. She's a wealth advisor and knows her stuff on money. So we kind of have a little conversation, and hopefully you get some value out of that. All right, beautiful people. You have a wonderful evening. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.